Hey, hey, hey! As you can see on the title of this video, which is next to the subscribe button and close to the like button, so if you just want to test those buttons, you can just subscribe and like my video. I will be really grateful for that. Anyways, as the title of this video indicates, it will be a video about how to do a portrait on Photoshop with easy steps, with simple steps. Hell yeah! I'm not a professional. It is actually the first time that I will be doing a human portrait on Photoshop, and I kind of wanted it to be simple. So stay tuned, we're gonna go right into it in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so welcome on my screen view. I just want to precise once again that I am not a professional and that everything I'm doing right now is just randomly done, but I just found it way easier to do it that way. So anyways, now let's move on to step number 1. This step number 1, you want to select a picture and open Photoshop. It's just as simple as that. So for the sake of this video, as I did not want to ruin the face of anyone, I just selected one of my own picture. I love that picture because, you know, the fro says the fro, volume, hashtag volume, man, anyways, what I'm talking about. Now moving on to the step 2, what I did is that I created a new layer above my background layer where I imported my picture. Step number 3 is just simply a new layer again above the picture layer where I will be drawing outlines of my picture. So that's why I imported the picture earlier. Just selected a color. You can select whatever color you want to choose: blue, red, green, yellow, any colors. I just selected brown because I just wanted to. But you can select whatever color because this layer will be discarded when we will be finishing our work. As you can see, I'm just outlining, and this is what it looks like when the actual picture is not there. So we'll just keep that layer pictured where the picture is. We'll just keep that unseen for now because it will mess up with what we're doing. We have the picture actually on the next tab for referencing purposes. Now, this step 4 dealing with another layer is to set the middle tone. Set the middle tone. So I created a new layer in between the picture and the outlines, and I kind of I kind of sampled a color of my picture, and I kind of fill my picture with it. So as you can see, the outlines is still showing up because the outlines is above the skin. I just name it skin because this is where everything will be happening. There are some people that would kind of create layers for different elements. Like for example, They will create a layer for the hair, they will create a layer for the highlights, they will create a layer for the shadows. I just recommend doing different things on different layers. Let's add this, as this video is just simple step, we'll be doing it all together on the same layer, guys. I'm just lazy, I'm sorry. Now, after having done that, the fifth step is actually 3 words. Do the highlights. It's just a lighter tone of the middle tone. So step 6 is to do the shadows. It's quite the same steps as step 5, do the highlights. Actually, as we said the middle tone before, the highlights and the shadows are colors slightly lighter and slightly darker respectively of the middle tone. Moving on to the 7th and last steps, by adding different tones in between, we are actually sculpting the face. So while going on speeding the video, I'm just gonna pop up some tips for you. So the tip number 1 that I have for you is to actually sample the colors on your picture. Now, tip number 2 is to not hesitate to change brush, their size and their opacity. For the blending purposes, opacity is just amazing. It is just amazing. Now, the tip number 3 is to work with zoom ins and zoom outs. Zoom in is really good for adding details, and zoom out is really good to like take a step back and view the whole thing, where you should add stuff and where you should not. So as you can see through all this video, I'm kind of zoom in and zoom out, zoom in and zoom out, zoom in and zoom out. And it's really a great way to add details. Step number 4 is to add details. The more details you add, the more realistic it will look. For the last tip that I have for you is actually practice makes perfect. I am personally not quite satisfied with my final product with the iPod, as it is my first time on this first time doing it. It's obvious that nothing will be perfect, you know, so that is why I'll make sure to practice a little bit more, and it's just applied for you too. Keep on practicing. This is my final product. There are some parts that I could do better, but I kind of really like this experience. So if you kind of like this type of videos, make sure to subscribe and to recommend it in the comment section. Don't forget to click the thumb, and I will see you really soon with another video. Bye for now, and voila!